Apparently, Nigerians have 36 trillion naira sitting in Nigerian banks because they don't know where to invest it. When I am here, that's impossible. Hello everyone, my name is Flo. Welcome back to Flo Finance, a channel where I share the things I invest in and the things I intend to invest in an effort to help all of us invest in our future. Yes, I'll be sharing everything on this channel. A few of you have been emailing me, asking me about more things you can invest in. I know that a lot of you are pumped up to start investing. I'll upload everything here. It's not something that I can teach you in box. So be patient, subscribe to this channel, enable notifications. If you still see that subscribe button red, it means that you haven't subscribed on this channel, because some people are still confused. This is not my other channel. You need to subscribe to this one and ring the bell. Yeah, make that button turn gray to confirm that you've subscribed to this one, so you receive notification when I upload videos on this channel. Today we're going to talk about this article that I read on NairaMetrics, an influential website, I will say, in the Nigerian financial world. Yeah, when it comes to investing, this is a website that a lot of people go to. Starting from the title, with nowhere to invest, Nigerians keep 36 trillion naira. Yeah, let that sink in. 36 trillion naira in banks and low yielding assets. First of all, I would say that I am disappointed that NairaMetrics have this kind of article on their website, because from the title, with nowhere to invest. What do you mean there's nowhere to invest in Nigeria? I thought NairaMetrics, when they get this kind of information, they should turn it around and actually teach Nigerians where they can invest this money, because I'm pretty sure that if you search their site, you will see a lot of investment opportunities that they've written about in the past. But yeah, with nowhere to invest, there are a lot of places to invest in. Have you invested in agriculture? Nigeria is one of the most expensive countries to live in, starting with food. Food is very, very expensive in Nigeria. I'm talking about when I buy the quantity of, let's say, one ingredient. The quantity of tomatoes I buy here for, say, €1 is more than and fresher than, yeah, I know, GMO and all that. I know but it looks bigger and fresher than the tomatoes I'll buy for the equivalent of €1 in Nigeria. I mean, I haven't even adjusted it for the cost of living in these two places. No, I'm saying direct conversion of €1 to Naira. The quantity that money will buy, the quantity of tomatoes that money will buy me in Nigeria is smaller. Food is very expensive in Nigeria. Nigeria as a country cannot feed itself. Yeah, a lot of people are hungry in Nigeria, where we are situated, geographically situated in the most fertile areas in the world. Yeah, along the equator, perfect weather conditions. Here in Europe, they have to simulate our kind of weather to be able to produce food. But in Nigeria, we have all these natural gifts, but we are not cultivating enough food for the millions of Nigerians. So start by investing in agriculture. If you don't know what you want to use your money for, you're living in the bank, lying around, invest in agriculture. Invest in education. Yeah, the government is not doing enough, and we know the people that have private schools in Nigeria are killing it. Yeah, and that's putting it lightly. You can build private schools for every class of people. You can build for poor people, they will come. You can build for middle class people. If it exists, they will come. You can build for rich people, they will come. Have you invested in medicine? Yeah, look at Nigeria, a country like Nigeria, whole Nigeria. Let me start from the southeast. In the whole of southeast, can you tell me one hospital you will go to and you'll be able to do all the tests, all the scans that you need to do? One of my in-laws, right now he's in the east, there's one scan that he needs to do. The only place you can do this scan is in Lagos. Unfortunately, his illness will not let him sit in a vehicle for long hours to travel to Lagos. So he's just sitting in the east, not doing the scan, waiting. So if you're looking for where to invest, instead of leaving these amounts, I know that it's not one person that owns this money, but a lot of people own a lot of money in these banks lying around. Invest in hospitals. Look at Nigerians. Ordinary kidney transplant. I call it ordinary because right now where medical science is, where medicine, the practice of medicine or medical technology is in the world, kidney transplant is not a big deal for today's doctors. But look at Nigerians lining up at Indian embassy to get a visa to go to India to do a kidney transplant. Some of them, before they get the visa, they are gone. Invest in hospitals in Nigeria. If you're looking for what to invest in, what else? Invest in real estate. The last time the Nigerian government built government-owned housing, real estate for the people, was in the 70s. Think about the real estate in Enugu or Festac Town, Satellite Town. All these were built in the 70s, more than 40 years ago. That was the last time the government built any kind of housing for the people. Our banks, they're not into real estate. Here in developed countries, banks own the real estate and then they sell it to people and collect mortgages every year. But Nigerian banks, they don't even give you short-term loans, not to talk of real estate. Invest in real estate. There's not enough housing for the millions of Nigerians. The real estate sector is left in the hands of individuals, landlords. They build it out of pocket and rent it out to people. And it's not enough. Invest in real estate. How many will I mention and leave the other? I don't even want to talk about stocks or shares because everybody already know that that one exists. How can you say a whole NairaMetrics say that there's nowhere to invest in Nigeria? I don't know who submitted this article to them because it doesn't have the name of the writer. Usually on NairaMetrics, the name of the writer is on their articles. This one doesn't have any name here. I don't know if they vetted this article. How can you say that there's nowhere to invest in Nigeria? Let's start reading. Nigeria's low interest rate environment. And this is the one that gets me all the time. This term, low interest rate environment, or this phrase annoys the hell out of me because I've been tracking in world interest rates since I started investing. Ever since my friend, in my other video, I talked about how my friend introduced me to investing. From the moment she introduced me to investing, I've been tracking interest rates in the US, in the UK, in Nigeria, because then she wanted to get me into investing in the US. And I checked their dividends they paid, and it was like, what is this? The numbers don't lie. And I checked the fixed deposits for UK and Nigeria. Back then in Nigeria, I was getting 22 to 25% on my fixed deposits in my bank. Yeah, go and make inquiries. Early 2000s, 2003, 2003, 2004, thereabouts, before the market crash of 2008. Yeah, I was paid 22 to 25% on my 90-day fixed deposits in Nigerian banks. Meanwhile, in the UK, I can't remember, but it was around 11% or something like that, if at most. Or was it 3%? Yeah. Tell me there's no comparison. Let's look at the numbers because they're always talking about treasury bills. Look at the low interest rate environment for savings and investments is eroding trillions of naira in value for Nigerians who keep money in the banking system. The total money supply in the country as of July 2020 was 36.8 trillion naira, up by over 2 trillion naira from December last year, and the highest on record. The Nigerian financial sector has been experiencing a low interest, this same low interest environment since CBN blocked the sale of OMO bills. They're always quoting this. Is this the only investment? Is treasury bills the only investment that you can invest in Nigeria? Late last year, it was around 11%, and it crashed this year because of this change and because of the pandemic, but it's still much higher than what you get in other countries. The numbers don't lie. Let's go and look it up because I'm tired. Okay, let's look at the numbers because I don't know why they are always slagging off Nigeria that we have low yield, low interest rate. Let's look at the interest rates all over the world. These are the interest rates in the USA, just going off what we see on Google, yeah? 91 days is 0.11%, 182 days is 0.12%, while 1 year, which is 364 days, is 0.14%. I did a video about Nigerian treasury bills recently. What percentages did we see there? Based on the last auction, we had 91 days at 1.2%, Compare that to 0.01%. It's not comparable. 364 days at 3.3%. And that's just our treasury bills, which fell all the way from 11% from late last year. So even at the new low rate, tell me, how can you begin to compare 0.11% with 3.33%? How? What this means is that if you invest $10,000 in the USA treasury bills for 1 year, you will get 10,000. Multiply that by 0.14%, which is 0.0014, which gives you $14. $14. That's what you get. Transfer that $10,000 to Nigeria. What's today's exchange rate? 386 Naira. Multiply that $10,000 by 386. That gives you 3.86 million Naira. Invest that in treasury bills, our treasury bills today, for 1 year, because you invested the other one for 1 year, at 3.33%, you get 127,380 Naira. That's what you get. This is what you get after 1 year of investing this same money that you transferred that to Nigeria. If you want to convert that back to dollars, divide that by 386, and you get $330. The same amount of money, the same period, 1 year. You get $330 if you invest that $10,000 in Nigeria, but you get a paltry $14 if you invest that in the US. Divide 3.33 by 0.14. Our interest rate is 23 times more than the interest rate for treasury bills in the US. So where do they get this information that Nigeria is a low interest rate place? Who gives them these numbers? Do they check these numbers at all? I mean, who allows these kinds of articles to be published on Nigerian websites without checking it? It's so easy to check these things. They're all online. The numbers are there. This constant slagging off of Nigerian interest rates and yields, it gets me riled up, because if it's not a country that have been investing in all this while, the two reasons why I invest in Nigeria are, I understand the Nigerian environment. I was born, I grew up in Nigeria. Yeah, I only left Nigeria in 2001, and I want to invest where at least I know a lot about how Nigeria works. If I were to start investing outside, it means I will start from beginning to learn how the country works, not to talk of how the financial sector works. And then their interest rates. I started looking into their interest rates, their dividends. They were paying peanuts, and most of their companies don't even pay dividends. Okay, let's look at the history of treasury bills in Nigeria over a 5-year period. In 2009, this was probably low because this was just after the 2008 worldwide crash. It's not just in Nigeria. It shot up to 15%, then slowly got down to about 11%. Then it dipped here. I don't know what happened here, but it came back up, and it was at this 11% just late last year before it fell to 3.3% that it's on now, which was based on the changes in the OMO by CBN and the pandemic. The pandemic happened worldwide. Go and look at the numbers in other places. You'll see it. So even at this low percentage, it is miles ahead of others. Look at the numbers again on the official USA Department of Treasury website for 1 year and multiple years. Okay, look at this page that lists the so-called high yield bond in the US, which basically means mutual funds. I have also talked about mutual funds on this channel, I think 2 videos ago. This one is at number 1. Let's look at its yield. They gave it an overall score of 8.7 over 10. So, yeah. Down here, look at the performance. The fund has returned 6.92% over the past year. That mutual fund I talked about, the FBN Fixed Income Fund, returned a whopping 20% last year. And this year, in spite of the pandemic, it's on point. Like the 8-month yield till date is at 14%. And you're telling me that Nigeria is a low yield interest zone. How is that possible? I do not put these numbers on the internet. You can check it out yourself. The last thing I'm going to do here is to come and tell you to invest in Nigeria out of sentiment because it's my home country, because I love Nigeria so much. No, I don't do sentiments when it comes to money, because when you lose money, you're the one that is going to cry. No, I don't invest with sentiments. What annoys me is when people destroy Nigeria with their mouth. Let's continue reading the article. A diaspora investor, Charles Bivins. This name does not even sound Nigerian. Let's see who he is. Charles Bivins. American footballer? No. Is this the best time to invest in Skycoin? Crypto people. Bitcoin them. Yeah, not them. Nothing against Bitcoin, but what I don't like about Bitcoin people is that whenever they are marketing that they are Bitcoin or talking about it, they want you to leave every other thing and invest in Bitcoin. Who does that? A smart investor knows that diversification is the in thing. You cannot put your money in one place. Nothing wrong with investing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Just know what you're doing over there, but don't slag off other sectors. Don't slag off stocks and bonds. Don't slag off real estate. Mention agriculture. We need investment in agriculture in our country. Let's see this Twitter account. Blockchain. Not them. And he lives in Edmonton, that's Canada. Continuing, the guy said, I will not support anyone to invest in Nigeria's low interest rate as things are now. I was a strong believer in the Nigerian economy and I have invested a lot of funds in the equity market. If I had deployed the capital I invested in the markets in Canada, where I reside, I would probably have made like 20 times my money in a 10-year frame. I challenge you, Mr. Bivins, to come and show me the interest rate you're making in Canada that would have made you make 20 times your money. Yeah, they always quote inflation. Every country goes through inflation. Yes, ours may be more, but it will be reduced if you and I invest in agriculture in Nigeria. Because what causes inflation is when demand is more than supply. Yeah, the demand of food is more than the supply in Nigeria. That's why the prices of things keep going up. If a woman can only, or she used to sell 5 baskets of tomatoes in a day, and then one day she came to the market and she can only manage to struggle and buy 1 basket of tomato. She will put the price up because people will see that there are no tomatoes in the market. Probably something happened along the way. The tomatoes could not come down from the north. People will see in the market that there are no tomatoes. So any amount you put and tell them, okay, these 4 tomatoes are 5,000, they will buy because they need to eat. So that is what causes inflation. When the demand is higher than the supply. You have a lot of people demanding for food, but you don't have enough food in the country. So the prices of food go up. The person selling building materials will say, oh, tomatoes that they used to sell 5 naira, they're now selling it 100 naira. When he gets to his shop, he will tell his salespeople, you see these rods that used to be 5,000 naira, sell it 10,000 naira now. That is inflation, basically, 101. So let's start investing in Nigeria, especially agriculture, so that the prices of things will come down and our inflation rate will come down. But as far as interest rates go, Nigerian interest rates are so high. Another hedge fund manager who preferred that we do not mention his name for the fact that he said we should not mention his name. I'm not even going to bother reading his opinion, because if you're not going to put your name on it, why should I listen to you? I know that you've seen this article. A lot of you have seen this article. I'm probably like, what is Flo talking? You're telling us to go and invest. These experts, because they sound like experts, right? But yeah, everybody has their own, what do you call it? Everybody has their own agenda why they're saying things. Yeah. NairaMetrics did not put any disclaimer here. Usually they put a disclaimer at the end of such an article saying that this is not their opinion and all that. It's the opinion of the contributors. But they didn't put the name of the person that wrote this article too. They didn't. I don't know who wrote this thing. That's why you need to educate yourself and educate people around you. Why would people leave so much money in the banks when there are investment opportunities in Nigeria? Even the banks themselves, they're not helping matters. The banks are supposed to be the ones telling people where to invest their money in, because everything helps move the economy. For instance, that FBN fixed income fund that I'm telling you about, it's managed by a sister company, or should I say a niece company to First Bank of Nigeria. But the last thing an account officer on, I don't have an account with First Bank, but I'm just talking out of experience. We were even saying it in the comments the other day. The last thing an account officer will tell you is to buy the shares of their company. Do you know that we're selling shares? This money you left in the account, that you can invest it in our shares. Our shares are doing well and all that. They don't intermarket their products. That's in these financial institutions. That's what I've noticed. Because here in Obodo, once they see some money in your account, maybe you have 2,000, because usually Westerners don't have a lot of money in their account. But you, as a Nigerian, maybe you're saving some money to send back home, or to, you know, to do something with. The next thing, your bank is calling you, asking you, are you saving for a house? Do you know we have a house here, a house here? Where I say, no, we're not saving for a house. Because that is the thing. They see money in your account, they feel, oh, you're saving for something. Come on, let's grab this person to come and invest in real estate with us. That's the way they do here. They market, your bankers will be marketing their other products to you. But in Nigeria, the only thing Nigerian account officers know is come and pay money into your account, so that, I don't know if they still do target. I know that in those days they were doing target for them. You have to bring this amount of money, but I don't know. There was a time I heard that it's now illegal to ask bankers to, you know, to bring a certain amount of money every month. So I don't know if they're still doing it, but I know that they will always be telling you, come and pay him money now, come and pay him money into your account. They just want to be seeing money, which is contrary to the growth of the economy. When you leave money in your account like that, the economy does not grow. You need to invest the money in things that will generate more money for you. So all I'm trying to tell you is that there are many opportunities in Nigeria. You need to invest in the one you want to invest in. There are so many. There is a healthcare gap in Nigeria. There's a education gap in Nigeria. There's agriculture. That one is #1 gap in Nigeria. Real estate gap in Nigeria. All these things are what will drive our economy, not putting your money in bank or running away. I believe that the reason why there's even a lot of money in the bank this year is that, do you know how much Nigerians sent to Nigeria this year? Because of palliatives that they're sending back home during the pandemic. A lot of people sent money back home so that they can buy food and distribute in their villages and all that this year. And a lot of people are planning to run away. So, for instance, if you're applying for Canada, that is the Nigerians other country that everybody wants to run to now, yeah? If they're planning to move to Ghana, they sell all their equities, every investment they have, and put it in their account, because the amount of money this country is asking for is not small money. Eh? So you need to put it in your account, waiting. We're all running from the country. Who will fix this country if all of us run away? Anyway, keep coming, because when you come, the money you send back to Nigeria is helping the economy. But when you send money to people, open businesses for them, guide them towards investment with the money. Let them not keep it in the bank account sitting dormant there. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. It helps my channel, and share it with your friends so that people will be educated, because these kinds of nameless articles is quite misleading. It's very, very misleading. It's unfortunate that it appeared on such an influential website. Educate people around you, because if all of us are financial, if we all have financial education, we will understand how the economy works. We will demand more from our leaders. We will help build Nigeria in our own little way. In my next video, I'm going to start talking about shares. Yeah, I know that's what a lot of people are here for. Yeah. Bye bye. See you in a bit.